Hello, my fellow sleep enthusiasts. I'm Amelia here from Sleepopolis, where I test and review sleep products to help you get the good sleep that you deserve. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the ViscoSoft Serene Hybrid Mattress Topper. ViscoSoft makes a lot of different products ranging from mattresses to pillows and, of course, mattress toppers. Mattress toppers are a great option for softening up a mattress that's too firm or even extending the life of an older one. So to help you decide if this is going to be the right one for you, I'm going to be going over its construction, feel, performance by sleeper type, some pros and cons, as well as some of ViscoSoft's policies. But first, before we get started, don't forget to go to sleepopolis.com, where you'll not only find the written review of this topper, but you'll also find tons more on mattresses, bedding, and more. You'll also find our exclusive coupons on there that'll help you get a nice discount on things like this topper, or you can just find those in the description below. Now hit that subscribe button and let's get started. People often say you are what you eat, but I think it should be more you are what you sleep on.
Wait, what?
Wait, that didn't make any sense. What I'm trying to say here is that what your mattress topper is made of is going to be one of the biggest factors that's going to affect the feel and your sleep quality while you're sleeping on it. Now, if anyone can make that into a catchy saying, please let me know. Anyway, with all that said, let's take a look at the construction of this mattress topper. So this is a 4-inch dual layer mattress topper. So basically it has two parts that combine into one mattress topper, kind of like peanut butter and chocolate combining into one delicious Reese's cup. So first let's take a look at the top layer, which is the cover. Now this is a down alternative pillow top cover. And as you can see, it's got a skirt here that kind of fits around the mattress like a fitted sheet. And that skirt is going to be 18 inches tall, so it can really accommodate a large mattress and go all the way around. So that's really nice, and it'll hold the mattress topper in place. And then if we look under here, if we pull it up, you can see that there's actually these little straps that attach the foam to the pillow top cover here. So that'll hold the foam in place in addition to the skirt holding the whole topper in place. And then finally on this top layer, you can see that there is some mesh right here, which will allow for just a little bit more airflow within the mattress topper. Now, going back to the foam, you can see that we've got just 2.5 inches of gel memory foam here. And this foam is CertiPUR US certified to be free from harmful chemicals, so it is safe to sleep on. Now, this topper is going to be available in a few different sizes. You can get it in twin, twin XL, full, short queen, queen, king, and California king. So you've got a few options there, and you should be able to find one that fits your bed. Now, one final note about construction. I did notice some pretty significant off-gassing smells when I unboxed this mattress topper. If you've bought memory foam products before or you've read some other reviews, you might be familiar with the concept of off-gassing, but essentially what it means is just that gases that were trapped in the memory foam topper while it was being compressed are being released once you open it up, because this does come compressed shipped in a box. It's not harmful, it's totally safe, but it is kind of an unpleasant smell, so if you're a little bit more sensitive to smell, that's just something to be aware of. And if you do experience off-gassing smells, I would just recommend letting the topper air out for a day or so before you sleep on it. All right, it's time to talk about feel. Now, it's important to remember that feel is a much more subjective quality when it comes to products like mattress toppers. Things like your body type, your primary sleeping position, if you have joint or back pain, all those things can make you have a different experience than someone else might have. So to help you get a better idea of my experience with this topper, keep in mind that I'm in that average weight sleeper category, so people who are lighter or heavier than me might have a different experience. I'm also primarily a back sleeper, although I occasionally dabble in side sleeping. But stomach sleepers, I respect y'all, but I just don't understand. How can that be a comfortable way to sleep? Anyway, overall, I thought this topper had a medium firm feel. Lying on top of it, I generally didn't feel much sinkage or contouring, and I felt like I was lying on top of it rather than in it. If we take a look at the foam without the cover here, you can see it's really squishy and it's really easy to make an impression in it. But once we add the pillow top cover back on, it kind of dampens that effect a little bit, which is what I think gives me that lying on top feeling. Now, I really like the feeling of this pillow top cover. I think it's super soft and it definitely gives you that nice pillow top effect. And I would liken the feeling of it to kind of like a nice down comforter. Now, one of the main reasons that you would buy a mattress topper is to alter the feel of your existing mattress. So to give you a good idea of how this will work, I tested this topper out on 2 different mattresses. Now here at Sleepopolis, we rate firmness on mattresses from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is the softest, 10 is the firmest, you get the idea. Now, the first mattress I tested this topper on is an 8 out of 10, so it's quite firm. And when I added the topper, I thought it brought the firmness down to maybe like a 6.5 to 7, so somewhere between a medium firm and firm. Then I tested the topper on a mattress that is a 6 out of 10. And honestly, I didn't see a big change here, maybe like a 0.5 difference. I thought overall it just kind of added a little bit more plushness and that kind of nice downy feeling with the pillow top. So hopefully that'll give you a good idea of how this topper will affect the feel of your mattress. All right, now that we've got the basics of this topper down, its construction and its feel, let's apply those to how it'll work for different sleeper types. This is just like in math class when they made you do word problems. Practical application. If Amelia has to write 2 scripts a week, and each script is approximately 1,700 words, and she delivers 3.75 jokes per 1,000 words, and 87.5% of those are extremely corny, what percentage of each script is corny jokes? However, unlike your math teacher, I will give you all the answers. So first, let's talk about back sleepers. I thought this topper was a really great pick for back sleepers. On both the firmer mattress and the softer mattress that I tested it on, I found it to be very comfortable. The foam gives you some pressure relief, but you still feel elevated and supported, so I would say this is a great option for back sleepers. Now, for side sleepers, it was a little bit more of a mixed bag for me. When I tested this on the firmer mattress, I did feel a little bit of pressure buildup in my shoulder, and overall, I still felt that the bed was too firm for sleeping on my side. But on the softer mattress I tested this with, I was very comfortable. So if you are a side sleeper, I would just keep the firmness of your existing mattress in mind, and if you have a very firm mattress, I would maybe pick something that allows for a little bit more sinkage. Now, for stomach sleepers, generally, I don't think a memory foam topper is really gonna do much for stomach sleepers, as the whole point of the topper is to soften the mattress, and stomach sleepers generally need a firm surface that will keep their hips elevated, which prevents lower back pain. Now, on the soft mattress, this is definitely a no-go for stomach sleepers. It's gonna be way too soft. But on the firm mattress, I was actually surprised that my hips weren't sinking quite as much as I expected them to. So maybe combination stomach sleepers who just sleep on their stomach sometimes will be okay there. But overall, I just don't think this topper is really gonna add much for strict stomach sleepers. All right, now that we've gone over construction, feel, and performance, it's pros and cons time. So let's go over what I liked and what I didn't like about this topper. So first up is the pros. Now, I really like this down alternative cover, which is so super soft to the touch. I also really like the fact that it is separate from the foam, which means that it can be removed and washed, which is gonna be really helpful for just keeping your bed clean. Next, I really like these deep pockets on the skirt and the straps that hold the foam in place. That's gonna be great for just keeping the mattress topper in place on top of the bed, keep it from moving around, especially if you're someone who tosses and turns a lot at night. And finally, I think that the dual layer construction of this topper gives it that nice on top of the bed feeling, which is gonna be great for giving a little bit of softness and pressure relief, but still keeping you elevated. And that's gonna be great, especially for back sleepers. So now let's talk about the cons. So my first con for this topper would be that I honestly think it might sleep a little bit hot. It does use gel memory foam, which traps less heat than traditional memory foams, but it doesn't really have anything else like perforations, which might let more airflow within the topper. And this pillow top doesn't really have anything going for it in terms of cooling either, aside from this mesh, which will help a little bit, but really, overall, I think this is not gonna be a great pick for hot sleepers. Second, my next con would be that it had that really strong off-gassing smell. It was pretty unpleasant and it took a while to dissipate, and while it's harmless and it did dissipate eventually, it was just kind of a little bit of an unpleasant experience when unboxing the topper. And then finally, this topper is on the pricier side. A mattress topper can be an inexpensive way to alter your mattress, but if you're on a strict budget, this one might not be the best pick. All right, we're almost at the end here, so real quick, let's go over some of ViscoSoft's policies. So first up, ViscoSoft does ship for free within the contiguous 48 states, and you can expect your topper to arrive in about 6 business days. Next, this topper also comes with a 60-night trial period, and that means that you can test the topper out at home by actually sleeping on it for 60 nights, and if during that period you decide that you don't like it, you can return it for a full refund. And finally, this topper does come with a 5-year warranty, which is a really generous time period for a warranty on a mattress topper. Okay folks, that's all I've got for you. If you've got any questions about this topper, be sure to leave those down in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for lots more videos like this. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!